raising consciousness, what does that even mean? If an individual is operating at a certain level of consciousness, they'll feel a certain level of groundedness within themselves. They will have confidence in their abilities. They will be able to have meaningful relationships with other people and experience love, and will have a general level of consideration for the people around them. On the other end of the spectrum, if an individual is operating from a lower level of consciousness or vibrational frequency, they will move through the world through manipulation and control and deception. They'll operate oftentimes in self-interest at the expense of other people and not even care. They'll be so disconnected from themselves and their feelings and other people's feelings. And at the lowest end of the spectrum, will actually derive pleasure from causing pain and suffering to other people. And this is common in the world, in families, in the workplace, in relationships, in all kinds of situations. Greed and competition and jealousy. So becoming more conscious is about moving from unconscious behavior that stems from pain and fear to becoming more aware and feeling more connected with oneself and with life itself and with other people. So there are varying levels of disconnection when a person has a deep core wound of unworthiness that they have not addressed, and it becomes worse over time, where there's greater levels of manipulation and fear and pain and control, where they manipulate to try to get what they want and feel very frustrated when they see other people experiencing things that they would like to be experiencing in a true way. And at a certain level of groundedness, where you're experiencing love and having nicer connections with other people, a whole journey begins at that point, where there are continual levels of awakening and new self-referencing, where you start to see the world in a new way over and over again. Every time you turn around and raise your consciousness, the world becomes more alive and vibrant, and you feel more disconnected and uninterested in the ways that you used to live. Those things that used to drive you, money, status, importance, sex, no longer have any value for you, because your value system changes the more you raise your vibrational frequency. You start to experience love in more expansive ways, unconditional love, acts of selflessness, real caring for other people, whether you know them or not. You start to feel part of humanity. You want to help others. You're in such a vibrational frequency and connectedness with yourself that you see all of life as a mirror of yourself, where you realize that the way that you see the world and how you feel is exactly what you'll project into your outer environment and to other people. If you're afraid, you'll see life in a competitive light. The more you feel connected, the more you realize that we're all one and the same. You can feel compassion for those that are in pain, even people that harm you. You have such a connection with life and with yourself. You feel so at peace that you realize and understand how others can be disconnected and act in destructive ways. So this is what the journey of raising consciousness is all about, and you can take it as far as you want to go. You can continue to raise your vibrational frequency and awaken over and over again till you start to see the world as a projection of your own consciousness, where you truly become one with everything, and there's a real unity that you feel. Unbounded love and joy and caring for other people and connection with other people and with nature and with animals. So connecting with our commonality as living creatures in the physical realm. And at a certain place, you'll start to experience and express your multidimensional capacity, where your perception of reality completely changes, and you realize this is a very brief journey of embodiment at the physical level. So when we come into the world, we're attached to the physical body self, thinking that it's the totality of all that we are. No wonder there's so much fear and disconnection. But as we raise our vibrational frequency and begin to stand in the truth of ourselves, life changes, and then we join into a community of others that are doing the same thing, minding their own consciousness, taking time to raise their vibrational frequency and automatically connect with the community of others that are doing the same. And that vibrational frequency of community at that level begins to change the world. So you can be part of this community just by taking time for self-examination and for healing and for engaging in practices such as meditation. There's so many ways that you can get in touch with yourself and to bring those unconscious elements into the light, to begin to understand the ways that you've limited yourself as a result of the unconscious mind. All those motivations that are hidden from your awareness that are driving destructive behavior. That's what the journey of consciousness is about. So I will be sharing a number of different practices and processes and perspectives to help any willing individual raise conscious awareness. And I very much look forward to connecting. Thank you.